Hey, and welcome to Daddy Mojo. It's the podcast where we'll talk about parenting, all-age comic books, toys, and more. Now, here's your host, Trey Burley.
How old is a whale? And if you're cruising around YouTube just looking for some dude who's touching something or some poofy-haired teen who's trying to entice you to give something away, you hear this question, how old is a whale? You immediately stop because it's a question. It's a question you've never really thought of until now, maybe. How old is a whale? I don't care. But it's a question, nonetheless, isn't it? And that's part of the insidious nature of books like this, is that it asks you a question that you may not be thinking of or that you've never entertained, but you're suddenly approached with this question, and you've got to say, well, I don't know how old a whale is. Surely they're, 90 years old. No, they're much older. And How Old is a Whale is a book that has about 24 different creatures with varying lifespans. Some as young as 4 hours. It's a bummer for them. And some live for hundreds of years. Some, like the immortal jellyfish, they live forever. How can something live forever? And the book touches on that. It's pretty cool. And another aspect of the book that kids are going to like is the illustrations. The illustrations are by Jesse Hodgson, and they're lovely. They're lush. Children will get lost in them, and it's just the kind of thing that elementary school kids will eat up. Plus, the book reads like a story if you take it one animal at a time. It's not going to be text that they can read by themselves because it's big kid text. It's smart text that maybe you fifth graders can read. Congratulations. But you younger elementary school kids might have a hard time reading it, but that's okay because it reads like a story time or a book you can read aloud and still have fun doing it if you take it 2 animals at a time or 2 pages at a time on each animal because the illustrations are lush and it flows naturally. It asks curious questions that kids will want to know. Because kids, you elementary school kids, you say you don't want nonfiction, but we all know you do. You want to be smarter than your parents, if nothing else, just so you can rub it in their faces when you're older. And here's the spoiler alert, kids. Your parents want you to be smarter than they are also. So parents, give them a leg up, why don't you? How Old is a Whale? This is STEM nonfiction that is actually entertaining. The full title of the book, How Old is a Whale? Animal Lifespans from the mayfly to the immortal jellyfish. It's going to be great for those elementary school ages all the way through those lower, surly middle school kids who think they don't want to be smart until they read a book like this and they say, you know what? Education is cool. Let's be smarter, why don't we? How Old is a Whale? What? You still don't know the answer? Read the book.
Thanks for listening to Daddy Mojo. Be sure to tune in next time. For more information on any of the things we talked about today, just check out the website, daddymojo.net, or hit us up at Daddy Mojo on social media.